All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Everybody say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. All right, so as you know, our friend Gorilla, loyal follower over the channel, brought me a box of knives when we were QCing microbursts, and we're going to talk through 3 GEC slip joints here. Now, guys, you know how GEC works. They come out with a batch. They're usually gone pretty quick, and then the place you're going to find these is on the secondary. So this video is less of a review, and because these aren't really available, and more of just kind of a look at some really cool patterns, really cool workmanship, and maybe you can pick one of these up on the secondary, but we shall see. So I'm going to move these two out of the way, and I'm going to start with the guy on the far left here. So this is the number 81 Red Onion Micarta Coon Skinner. Traditional style knife, 1095 carbon steel, made in the Titty Cutlery trim by GEC in Pennsylvania. Now, what is a Coon Skinner? So this is obviously a single back spring slip joint with kind of a belly to it here in the handle. And what you have is you have a clip point blade. All right, let's open that guy up. And you can see it's 818222. You have this really cool full flat grind. Well, there's a little bit of a swedge, so I guess it's not full, but high flat grind with this really nice nail nick here. And you have Red Onion Micarta. Now look at this micarta, really beautiful, finished well, brass pins, there you go, and brass bolsters as well, polished brass bolsters, and you have what they call the hot dog shield here. Very, very cool, silver stainless steel. Now what's cool about this guy, or odd, whichever way you might look at it, one or the other, is it has 2 identical blades. And the thing is, if you're using this as a coon skinner, which is, by the way, it's carbon here, and Great Eastern Cutlery, Titusville, PA, and then here Titty Cutlery, which is the trim we're in. If you're out skinning a bunch of raccoons, hunting, and you dull one of the blades, you can flip over and go to the other blade. Or if you're doing whatever with it and one is really dull, you can have the same blade on the other side. So that is kind of cool. This one does not have a half stop. You can hear it snap in pretty well. I would call the springs, let's do both. They share a spring. I would call that 4.5. All right, it's a 5. We'll give it a 5. Not bad, not tearing your thumbnail up. It has a good snap on close. Fit and finish is fantastic. So there is number 1, the Coon Skinner. Number 2 here is the Natural Textured Micarta number 74. And this is a pattern I've never really completely understood. I mean, I understand what it was for and why it was here, but a lot of people love these, and it might be for nostalgia, might be whatever, but this is the cotton sampler. Now, this blade shape is really interesting, but let me just tell you right off the bat, this micarta is cool. Very textured, brown or natural micarta. You have a shield here that is really cool in silver. These awesome. These are like my favorite bolsters I've seen. These are epic. You have like satin going this way, and then you have a pinch, and then you have this like smooth divot that is mirror polished. That looks sick. You do have a single stainless steel back spring, tiny little gap right there, but barely. Nice finishing on this micarta, and you have a brass lanyard hole here. Very cool. Now let's open this guy up. Now that one has a half stop. It is also in the Titty Cutlery whatever finish. Thank you, if I can get that out of my mouth. Good as gold, trademark there on the blade. You have this satin finish. This one is again in 1095. GEC 749123 on the Tang, Titusville, Titty Cutlery, Titusville, Pennsylvania. Now, snap the rest of the way. Now you have this really odd kind of choil here to choke up, but I don't really think that's what it's for. I'm not a historian on the cotton sampler, but that's not what it's for. I'm sure it's for maybe holding something in place or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe grabbing a stalk away, or I don't know. But you've got this really crazy belly here to this blade. And again, this feels really good in hand. Now, walk and talk, still only about a 5, maybe 5.5. Not bad though. Feels pretty good and really awesome in the hand. Again, I'm just not positive in today's day and age what I would use that actual blade shape for, but it is really cool. Now here's the piece de resistance here. This is the Northfield trim English Jack in royal blue acrylic, which by the way, all of these have pin. Well, no, these two had pins. This one does not, like stick pins, if you will. I'm not going to get them out right now. And they all come in with this really cool artwork. Now, this one is crazy. You have this really cool, again, kind of divot in the bolster here, a single flute there and another flute at the top, and then a pinch. It is so cool. You got unexcelled on the end cap. You have brass liners. You can see there 2 back springs because these are big long blades. Brass pins, and this crazy blue acrylic, royal blue acrylic. You do have a normal shield here, very cool in that silver, and then brass on the, I mean, it's just crazy looking. Now your secondary blade does have a half stop. There you go, 871223 carbon steel, halfway. Okay, so that one's only about a 4. On that, but again, it does have its own spring, but it kind of, yeah, let's see. Okay, so this spring is for that one. So it's kind of softer, but it's a really cool pin blade, as you can see. Yep, it's this one over here. Really nice pin blade, full flat. And then you have this huge clip point blade. I love it. This thing is a full 4-finger grip. Again, you do have to contend with that second blade, but it's not too bad. You have Northfield Unexcelled, and you have GEC Titusville, Pennsylvania. And if I can polish this real quick, I will show you. You have this ridiculous 1095 steel with a Unexcelled on it here, but a mirror finish. Look at that. This is a gorgeous knife. Now, this spring, I would call about a 5.5. Yeah, that's about a 6. Hold on. So I'd call it 5.5 to 6. Pretty good. You got a long pull here. The only thing about most of these GECs is they're hard to pinch because of this secondary blade, for example. So you do have to use your nail. Not bad though. Very, very nicely done. What a beautiful knife. This is literally, I just want to keep this and just tell Todd, sorry, it didn't make it back. No, I'm kidding, Todd. I'm kidding. Really appreciative of you lending these out. This is a gorgeous set of knives here. That acrylic is beautiful, and all 3 of them are just really stunning examples of a traditional slip joint knife, still made in America, hand, by hand, one at a time. Just phenomenal, beautiful finished knives made in America by Great Eastern Cutlery. So thank you, Todd, for sending these. Again, guys, I didn't give you pricing because they're not really available, and I don't know what the secondary pricing is going to be. It could be all over the place. So I hope you enjoyed these, guys. Let me know down below in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, and really appreciate each and every one of you. Do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and thank you so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.